Now, what is Kriya Yoga? Kriya Yoga is a simple method of breathing yourself into meditation and meditating yourself into samadhi. They are all connected. In the science of Kriya Yoga, which has been given to us by the great masters of the ancient of days, that people like Lord Sri Krishna practiced the Kriya method, Jesus practiced the Kriya method, the great eternal Mahavatar Babaji, whose book you have seen and whom you have read about, he has also practiced Kriya Yoga. I think I have written a book about him called The Lightning Standing Still. In Hindi there is the same book called Akampit Virat Vajra. So he is somebody who, after the Trinity of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, this is the next power called Jagannath. And then comes Krishna. And then come the avatars. But this is a very mysterious avatar of Shiva. It is called Mahavatar Shiv Goraksha Babaji. So he is the person who has given the Kriya Yoga from the ancient of days. Kriya Yoga is the science of the breath. Basically, it's a breathing meditation. And it is also called Pran Apan Yajna. Yajna means the sacred fire rite. So in your own body you do a fire rite of breathing in, offering the inhaled into the exhaled breath and the exhaled into the inhaled breath. Hey Arjun, says Lord Krishna, he who offers the inhaled into the exhaled breath and the exhaled into the inhaled breath, becoming a high-souled being, he will lose his negative karma and papa and become a punyavan atma and attain to me. He shall attain to parinirvana. He shall attain to moksha. This Kriya Yoga of the Pranapan Anusandhan or the Pranapan Yajna as it is called, it is also called Shiva Shakti Anusandhan, the dance of Shiva and Shakti in your breath. And Shiva and Parvati dance with your incoming and outgoing breath, and they refine your mind to make it the mind of the Lord. That is the science of breath. You yourself are the divine being. Do not look to Rameshwar and to Kashi. Look within yourself and you will find your Kashi, you will find your Ram, and you will be Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. This is the science of the self, to transform you from man the brute to man the man to man the God. In the planet Earth today there is such inequality that you see man the God on this earth, you see people who are godly, but you also see man the brute who's killing wantonly, the terrorist, and in between are all of us man the man. So now the science of Kriya Yoga, we begin with 2 breaths. We are breathing 2 currents. It depends upon 2 pranic currents. One is the pranic current which flows from the Mooladhara chakra up the Sushumna Nadi, up the spine to the third eye. It is a calming effect and it composes your mind, purifies and evolves consciousness. The other current which is flowing in your body is the apanic current. It flows from the third eye down the spinal cord to the coccyx, the tailbone. This is called the apanic current. This apanic current burns your past evil karma and detoxifies your whole body. Remember, the human body is carbon based. The human body is carbon based. So at the physical level, at the physical level, I call it the rejuven detox technique. Now you have many modern girls and boys and youngsters. Where are you going? Oh, I'm going for a detox program. I'm going to eat only kakdi, cucumber and dahi. These are fads which these girls have. Then they want to become zero and very thin. They think that they become thinner, they dissolve in God. Body doesn't have to become thinner. Your thick mind has to become thin and dissolve into no mind. That's what I'm giving you today, no mind. I'm going to dissolve your mind into a state of samadhi, thought-free state of samadhi. So there are two currents. Pranic current which flows upwards, which evolves consciousness. Apanic current which flows downward, which burns your past evil karma. So it is a spiritual practice. It is meant for you, it is meant for householders. It is simple, anyone can do it and everybody can do it. So the Raj Yoga of the Himalayas, the great Himalayas of Rishi Vishwamitra and Siddha Kapil Muni and Lord Krishna and Prabhu Ramchandra who practice these techniques, all these great avatars, that Kriya Yoga is available to you in Telangana today. Why? You have deserved it. It is yours for the taking. And it is not a mere talk. I will show you the avastha. You know what is the avastha? Right? That is state of mind. I will take you into shunya avastha, unmani avastha, where your thoughts will stop. As a matter of fact, even if you look at me now, I am not a mind. I am a no mind. So if you try to investigate me or look and inquire about me, your thoughts will become very still. And the headache and pains in your body will automatically go away after 10-15 minutes. If you connect with me, my energy will flow, it will heal you without my healing you. Just being here. You have to connect with me, you must connect at the same wavelength. Alpha, beta, theta. You know that? So if I am alpha and beta, okay, and you're beta, same wavelength, then you will connect with me. In Sanskrit it is called samvedanshilta. You have to be in the same wavelength as the master. Then you get 100% jnana. What do you call jnana? Jnana. What do you call jnana in Telugu, in Telangana? What? Huh? Jnanam. So it's the same word. You get it when you connect with me. You always sit with the open body language. Don't close your body language like this or like this. Try to sit like this or relax. So when you open your body language, then my energy will flow and it will help you. So the first stage of Kriya Yoga is breathing the pranapan yajna, pranapan anusandhan. So when you breathe up, you purify your body and evolve your consciousness. When you breathe down, you burn your past evil karma and you detox yourself. So this breathing technique is done mentally in the spine. So detoxing your system, so the carbon dioxide is eliminated with every exhaled breath. So you become decarbonized. You see why a person dies? Due to his body being acidic and due to his body being full of carbon. Thick carbon, kajali as you say, kajali, black. So you detox and when you breathe up you rejuvenate. So it's a rejuvenate detox technique plus an evolutionary technique and burning your negative karma. So this is the science of Kriya Yoga. A human being, all of you, we breathe 21,600 times every 24 hours. How many knew this? Raise your hands because it's very popular. Yes. Now I will explain. Listen carefully. With the Kriya breath, 15 seconds up and 15 seconds down, you may not be breathing. When you finish your 21,600 breaths for 60 or 80 years, the breaths which are given to you by the Supreme Consciousness or by God is exhausted and you say Ram Ram. You die, you leave the body. Everybody is given a certain amount of breaths in his destiny. Now what we do in Kriya Yoga, very intelligent, we lengthen our breaths. So life is within us. So after 80 years, if we are supposed to take in every day, if we are supposed to take 21,600 breaths and we only breathe 10,000 breaths, then 10,600 breaths is kept in our Jivan balance, Jivan bank balance, means life. So every day you are accumulating life. So when the time of death comes after 80 years, you have that much life, so you cannot die. But according to God's will, everybody has to die. Right? So this is a catch-22. This is a catch-22. We don't know what's happening. It's very difficult. So death comes to the yogi who's been practicing for 50, 40, 50, 60 years. Death will come. But you have not finished your lives. God has given you the breaths. Your life is still with you. So what happens to the yogi when the tunnel of death covers him? He has to pass through death. But he has life. He has 8 million breaths left. So when he passes through that, he experiences death, but he is still alive. So some alchemy takes place. How many of you have taken chemistry? Good. A lot of chemists. Very nice. I'm very happy. I was very bad at chemistry. So when life passes through death, this is the psychology. Western people say yoga is bogus, your bhakti bhava is nonsense. India is the wisest country in the world. It has led the whole world for thousands and thousands of years. It has tutored Tibet and Japan and China for 20 centuries and given the Tibetans their language. Bharatvarsh is great. To Bharatvarsh I bow. So what is the alchemy of total transformazione? What is the alchemy of total transformation? When your life is not finished, the normal man will die. He's breathing every day normal, and when time comes, when, there's a song, Jitni chabi di hai Ram ne, utna chale khilona. There's how much, but if Ram has given you the chabi and it unwinding for 20,600 per day, and you make the chabi go very slow, you don't use it, then your khilona is still alive. So when your breath is there and you're breathing slowly and death comes over it, what is the alchemy that takes place? The alchemy results in life and death both. So you die, there's no breathlessness, there's no breath, there's no pulse, yet you are still alive. This is called samadhi. This is called samadhi. And this samadhi, you are all destined to experience. Provided you practice, everybody is given a chance. But if you don't practice, then don't say the yogis didn't come and teach us. We are teaching you. We are here to serve you as our larger self. So this is the alchemy that a man does. The practicing yogi, like you, the householder yogi, he does not die, but he lives on in God. He lives the full awareness. So he is the conqueror of death, and he can tell death, "O grave, where is thy sting? O death, where is thy victory?" You can conquer death, you can be a Mrityunjay. So this is not just nonsense that I am talking, this is an actual fact, and this can be accomplished. By the science of yoga, man need not die a natural death. According to his karma, he can have an accidental death, but man need not die an actual death, because death is a disease of careless living. If you don't live with sanyam and niyam, according to the circadian rhythms of nature, then aging process sets in your body cells and you die. But you need not die. If you live a perfectly normal, healthy life, nirvyasni, then you can live on by lengthening your breath. So this is the science of Kriya Yoga. And when you breathe more, then the human heart is pumping about, say, 15 to 20 tons of blood every day. But if you breathe long, your heart gets rested, the body's wear and tear is less, and instead of 15-20 gallons of blood work which is done, only can be 5 gallons, 10 gallons, 5 gallons, 6 gallons, 1 gallon, 2 gallons. You can preserve your body and sit in frozen animation like the yogis of the Himalayas for 5,000 years, even 200 years, even 120 years, whatever you want. But the quality of your life will improve, not just the longevity, but the quality of your life will improve. And why do we live long? Not to live long, like Westerners say. We live long so that we have more chance to see God. Like I wrote in one of my poetries, I don't know how much how you'll understand the poetry. I wrote a poetry, I practiced death. That is yoga. I practiced death with bated breath. Became deathless to death by death. I became deathless with my yogic death. I conquered my natural death. I conquered the natural death by being my yogi, by preserving my life. When death came to me, it could not take me. I said, go away, death. He said, but I have to come, sir. I said, okay, come. And when he came to me, I did not die. I went into samadhi. Normal person will die. Yogi will go into samadhi because he has saved his breath by the long breath. Is that easy to understand?
Yes.
Very simple. Have I simplified it?
Yes.
Am I a good teacher?
Yes.
Will I get a job in your universities? I can get a job. Okay, to teach you yogic science. So now, this science of Kriya Yoga, when your heart is pumping slowly and beating, there's less wear and tear on the heart, and longevity is automatically there. So the value of scientific yoga is immeasurable. Now the Westerners are coming and saying that you cannot die. There are some longemeres which decay. But yogis had already practiced this and demonstrated in their life. They say that a yogi who can still his mind is a liberated soul. I who has nirvichar, unman, no mind, unmani avastha, nirvichar samadhi. Because that is the last karma. If you can control your vichar, you are liberated. But how do you know that I am controlling my vichar? For that, I must not only control my thoughts, I must control your thoughts and dissolve them. And I tell you, when you look at me or when I do that, your thoughts will dissolve in my consciousness like a cube of sugar dissolves in a cup of tea. So simple, you will see it. Even if you try or not try, when the flood of God's pure consciousness engulfs you, all your little cranky thoughts, they dissolve. And you become Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivoham. So this is the science of Kriya Yoga, is the science of Pranayam with Dhyan, Dharana and Samadhi. It is meant for the householder. The great Shiva Goraksha Babaji said, let every householder yogi, the husband, the wife, the son, the daughter, everyone can practice it. It is easy to do. Anyone can do it and everyone can do it. And whenever you are there, even if I am on my world tour, if you call me, I will help you in your breath. I will breathe through your breath. Now I have explained the science of Kriya Yoga. What are our ideals and objectives? The soul cry of the Siddinath Yoga Parampara is humanity, our uniting religion. Breath, our uniting prayer. And consciousness, our uniting God. So humanity, breath and consciousness is the new religion, destined to be the world religion, because it has no religion, no prayer and no God. Humanity is the religion, your breath is the prayer, and you are the God, destined to be the new religion. Now, what is our vision statement. What is the mission statement? We are called the swans. The Hamsa means the Jivatma. We the Hamsas are meditated to the furthering of human awareness. We meditate कि सबका कल्याण हो, everybody should be prosper and everybody should be happy, not for ourselves alone but for the whole world. The Indian mind and philosophy is to do it for the whole world. We the Hamsas are meditated to the furthering of human awareness. We the Hamsas are dedicated to serving humanity as our larger self. And we the Hamsas, that is you people, the swans, are devoted to new life awakening for earth peace healing through self peace healing. This is the mission statement. So now I have told you the soul time, mission statement and what Kriya Yoga is. Now I will invite questions from the audience before I give you the experience. I will invite questions. And you can stand up and ask the questions. Remember, this is a family. Please be relaxed. Don't be tensed. I am here to serve you. Please be totally relaxed. And please allow me to serve you better by asking questions. And then we will go on to the experience. What is the result? What is the finale of Samadhi?
After completing the balance,
Yes. Yes.
after completing the balance, seconds, whatever he got the balance in the bank, then what will happen?
After completing the barrel, the bang, what is left?
Balance.
Balance in the bank.
Why don't you give him the mic, I say, instead of holding on? Give him the mic.
What will happen?
Mic is not on.
Yeah.
What will happen?
The breaths which he keeps in the balance and accumulate that seconds breaths, then what will happen? After that he has to die.
Okay, he is asking, after we finish, we preserve the Kriya breath and death comes to you and you conquer death. After that, what will happen? Is that what you are trying to ask me? Is that what you are trying to ask me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, first stage is when Yamraj comes to take you away, then you have an option to tell him, not now. I have work to do. Please come another time and take me. But if you want to go and your life is there, with that bank balance you can go directly without going to the Narkalok, Prithvilok or Swargalok. You can go directly to Krishna, Golok or Satyalok or Kailash and meet Lord Shiva and meet Lord Ram. So there, these huge cosmic beings have a tremendous amount of peace and knowledge. All the knowledge in the world is there and peace is there. And you are one with the objective of your existence. You will have accomplished your existence of enlightenment. You will be enlightened. There are slow degrees to this process. Man's only purpose on earth is to seek the supreme reality, which you people call God. So by practicing this technique of Kriya Yoga, you will attain to the supreme reality. Because in any way the river is flowing to the ocean. Okay? You are a small piece of paper flowing in the river. You can resist and stop. Paper will get stuck on the stone. But ultimately the flow of the river will take you to the ocean. So that is the law, the cosmic law. Ultimately the Jivatma must merge into Paramatma. Because that is the process. Whether you like it or not, that is going to happen. Whether you live it or not, that is going to happen. But that is the ultimate purpose of life, is to seek your supreme reality. Next question. Did you all understand?
Sir, I have been in this meditation for the last 5 to 6 years.
Your mic is not on. The mic is not on.
I have been doing meditation for the last 5 to 6 years.
Yes.
But I have reached only that Shunya stage.
What stage?
Shunya.
Okay. Okay.
I will see only Shunya. Beyond that, is it the final stage, or beyond that if something is there? What is that Samadhi sthiti?
Yes.
What shall I do to attain that Samadhi sthiti?
You have to get the initiation from a Sadguru. When the Sadguru will give you initiation, then the spark will come. If there are two cars, one car's battery is down, you have to take another charged battery and jump the car, give it a current, and then the car will start. So the Sadguru is the person who shows you the path and gives you the Shakti path to awaken the light in you. Right?
Yeah, my question is, in our day-to-day life, when we are doing normal breathing, then also breath is going in and out.
Yes.
So when it comes to pranayam, what is the fundamental difference and that magic that happens, as you were mentioning, that burns the karma?
Okay, he has asked a very good question. He said every day we are breathing in any case. We are breathing the natural breath. What is the difference between the Kriya breath and the natural breath we are breathing? So the first difference is between the natural breath and the Kriya breath. In the natural breath, you are not aware that you are breathing your breath. You think you take it for granted. Here you are sitting with awareness. Awareness is the name for God. So when you sit with awareness, you are guarding your breath all the time. Ishwar, 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 Ishwar. And the other breath is just think. पान खा रहा है, गाली दे रहा है, बाथरूम को जा रहा है, मारामारी कर रहा है, पॉलिटिक्स खेल रहा है, पैसे खा रहा है, स्पजिंग कर रहा है, चीटिंग कर रहा है, और सब दुनिया भर की चीजें हैं, मगर सांस की तरफ ध्यान नहीं है. So you're doing cheating, frauding, fudging, but your attention is not on your breath. Here the attention is on the breath and breath alone, the whole world aside. So first is you're being aware of your breath with full concentration. Secondly, there is a spiritual name which is taken, which is the second difference. And thirdly, the tongue is reversed in a position of khechri, astral flight. So these are high techniques which are made simplified for the householder yogi, which if you sit in one place, concentrate and do the breath, then only the breath will burn your past evil karmas. If you're not paying attention to your breath, how will it burn your past evil karmas? How will the apan burn the past evil karmas? And how will your pranic breath evolve your jivatma to merge in Paramatma if you are not paying attention on the breath? The attention itself is the faculty of Kundalini, which when mixed with the Pran, concentration mixed with Pran makes a divine energy called Kundalini Shakti. So the Kundalini Shakti, by the virtue of concentration and pranic breathing up and down, is what is the difference between Kriya Yoga and the unattentive breath. Right? That makes the difference.
I have a question. So in our regular life we have 24 hours. So if we do 2 hours or 1 hour Kriya Yoga, and the remaining hours we are surrendered to our circumstances, what we have. So these 1 hour, 2 hours.
Can you do one thing? First, speak slowly, okay? And secondly, make your sentence very short so I can understand and answer the people. They should also understand. Okay, clearly speak now. What do you want?
Question is, so we have 24 hours.
The question is that
question is, if we do 2 hours Kriya Yoga, so remaining 24 hours, means 22 hours, we are surrendered to our circumstances, not related to meditation. So, is that 2 hours Kriya Yoga is going to dominate 22 hours or 22 hours circumstances and whatever you are doing is dominating to this one? And
No,
how
it is
we are-
not. No, it is not. 1 hour of Kriya cannot dominate 22 hours of nonsense. Okay?
So
But
how-
what I am telling you, as you do the Kriya, as I did my Kriya, I found that my gravity became more and the circumstances became light. So I was in a job. After the job, I got a good offer. My teaching offers in yoga increased. I was able to use, forsake my job. And instead of 2 hours Kriya, I could do 6 hours Kriya. Then I got people who are helping me to do my work in the new business ad. Then instead of 6 hours Kriya, they were doing the work, I was able to do 2 or 12 hours Kriya. So God makes the way for you and gives you the space. If you take the first step, God will take 10 steps, and soon you will find that you are doing 10 to 12 hours of Kriya and still being a prosperous person. Now we are hemmed in by our karma. So karma is throwing us around like a shuttlecock, a badminton shuttlecock. But as you increase your gravity by Kriya Yoga, slowly your circumstances will improve and you will get more time to practice your Kriya Yoga. So you will be doing less of outer things and more of Kriya Yoga. Each individual is a different case in point. Each individual is a different case, right? So you must make the effort first. Increase your gravity.
What is the difference between how it comes?
Again, you have not put on the...
What is Nada Yoga?
Listen.
What is
Listen.
Nada Yoga?
Please call the person to the side. Don't try to save the battery. Keep it on. If you're forgetting every time to put it on, leave it on. Let the battery go. Is it on battery? It's on electricity, no? Then don't put it off. Yes.
Om Namah Shivaya.
What is Nada Yoga?
What is Nada Yoga? Whether it comes Antah Karna or Bahya Nada. How it comes?
First you must understand what is Antakarna.
Antah Nada. Antah Nada or Bahya Nada. How it comes?
So it comes by practice. The Antarnad, Nad Brahma is also known as the Omkar, which by the way we are going to teach in Kriya Yoga. That's the first thing. We always start Kriya Yoga with doing the Nad in every Shada Chakra, every chakra. Now the outer Nad is Om. Everyone does it. Om. Outer Nad is Akar, Ukar and Makar. Akar is Utpatti, creation of Srishti. Akar of the Omkar. Ukar is Sthiti of the Omkar. And Makar is Laya of the Omkar. This is the outer Nad. Now the inner Nad comes by long hours of practice. When your Buddhi, Atma, Buddhi and Manas, when your Buddhi becomes very clear due to practice of Kriya Yoga, then the Buddhi itself gives forth a light and a sound. The Buddhi becomes cosmic and it gives forth a light which is called a Pratibha. So you say, no, he is a very Pratibha-shali Purush. Pratibha-shali Purush. Pratibha means spiritual abha of the soul, of your intuition. And from the abha emits an inner sound. You can hear the sound, you don't have to chant it. So that comes after long hours of practice of the Omkar Kriya. It's called the Anhad Nad. Anhad Nad. Omkar Anuhad Nad Ahad Swar Sur Samadhi Lagaye Hoyi. So purification of